What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to do another video on my Must Have Must Gag series. This is my series I created inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. I always have her series linked down below, as well as the community playlist, as well as down below I always have all of the Instagram pages I follow to get all of this makeup news. And lastly, but certainly not least, I always have all of the items listed and linked down below. If there's an asterisk behind that link, that means it is an affiliated link. I would get a small commission because you shop through it. Otherwise, absolutely no big deal. Just copy and paste whatever I say the name is and you should be able to find it on the web. And yeah, I'm just happy you guys are here. I also always have like my general affiliated links for like Sephora, Ulta, all of that stuff down below, as well as any other affiliated links that I have because I am an ambassador or whatever have you with particular brands. So I hope all of that is helpful for you all. I did film this makeup eye look and tutorial in general. That would probably be coming up later up this week, probably Friday. And yeah, I think that's all I have to talk about. There's a lot of makeup information and knowledge and news that I want to talk about today. So I'm going to scoot over so we can get into it. Alrighty guys, so like I said, there's a whole lot of stuff going on this week. Of course, the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty is still going on this week, and we've already kind of missed, I feel like, some of people's favorites days. So Sunday was the day where we had the Tarte Lip Plumping Gloss and the Persona Super Blushes, both 50% off. I made an error, complete error, and I didn't realize that those were online exclusive. So had I known that, I made an order earlier in the sale and I probably would have waited. Regardless though, I unfortunately was not able to pick up either product. The lip gloss actually didn't sell out, at least not the shade that I wanted, but I didn't want to literally just buy one thing. So I just chalked it up to not needing it. The products today, when I'm filming this on Monday, there is some products from Minted Cosmetics. I feel like I'm good with lip products. I feel like I've been bringing in quite a few lately and I just don't want to bring any more in. The rest of the week I feel like is pretty much similar. There's not much. There is a whole bunch of knob look eyeshadow palettes coming up on Thursday, as well as primers from Benefit. I know those primers are very, very sought after, as well as a Philosophy cleanser. I know those are some highly interesting things. There are some ingrown hair facial pads, or I don't know if they're necessarily for the face, but they're pads nonetheless. There's a whole bunch of stuff coming up this week. I don't think there's a lot for me to pick up in these last couple of weeks, but like I said, I have a bag where I've been storing my stuff that I picked up for the sale. So I will do a haul on those items just so you guys can know what I brought into my collection. But other than that, I don't think there's a lot left for me to really be interested to pick up. Give Beauty has come out with quite a few new things. They've come out with new cream eyeshadows and gel pencil eyeliners. For me, I would actually be somewhat interested in the gel cream eyeshadows because I do enjoy a cream eyeshadow base. But that is why I decided to start using a little bit more my cream eyeshadow sticks. I find that those work beautifully. I have two from Laura Mercier. I actually have one on its way from Sigma Beauty. And because they're sticks, I feel like I can get through the actual product a little bit quicker and more kind of effectively than like a cream this big. I'm sure this product is so much. And for me, that's going to be kind of similar to like the Glossier products, the cheek products, where there's just so much product given to you that like the likelihood that you're gonna actually finish it before it expires is none. And I'm really trying to be as conscious as possible on what I'm bringing in. So I think I'm gonna actually pass on those. And as for the liners, there's nothing really interesting about those liners, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass. Urban Decay has come out with some liners themselves, but these are liquid liners. And these have a really interesting like tip. They have an interesting like pin grip for aerodynamic kind of situation, and easy precision. It looks really cool. I think some of the colors are nice. Is it something I'm going to be picking up? Probably not. I don't use a lot of colored eyeliners anymore, but I will say if I was going to use a colored eyeliner, instead of using the cake pans and like activating it, I would use something like this. So there is room for it. There's a yellow. You guys know I love yellow. So maybe I could see me throwing it in my cart at the Sephora VIB sale. I am starting to kind of think about what I need. I did go ahead and decide that I was going to skip the Beautylish gift card event just because I felt like I could not buy from everything, right? And so I decided to skip that for the Sephora sale. It may not make sense to you, but I just use my Sephora points and just the Sephora app a lot more than Beautylish. And although I do have a gift card at Beautylish right now, I don't know. I just felt like it was smarter to save my money for the Sephora sale than for the Beautylish one. Some other stuff that is coming available is actually from One Size, and they have come out with a new primer. Now, this primer is supposed to be really, really good for like oily skin and just mattifying the skin. It is different than their blur one because that truly was more about blurring the pores, whereas this one is more securing your makeup when you're sweating, when you're in the rain, all of that. I think this is smart, especially for the brand owner coming from Patrick Star, where, you know, he does makeup on himself. You know, you want to have a lot of makeup that or products that are really going to mattify your skin, and I think he was one of the people that really set off the male aftershave thing that people started using for primer. I was not really in the makeup realm of things when that became like really, really popular. I came in right after that. But yeah, it makes sense for him as an owner to bring that to his brand, and for those who are wearing makeup similar in the method and the application that he does, to ensure that their makeup stays well. Some more products are coming out from the Glowish range, and this is their Bright Light Hydrating Sheer Vegan Concealer. I am not one that needs a lot of coverage when it comes to under eyes as far as concealer. I am pretty much one where I just use concealer to brighten up my under eyes. That's the main purpose I use concealer. That said, why not put coverage, you know? Because I typically don't wear a foundation or a base product that has sheer coverage. I'm pretty much the lowest that I go is medium, or I just go without. So for me, this just doesn't make sense, but I know there are people out there where they just want a little something to make it look a little bit better. It's just not for me. So I'm going to go ahead and pass. There are a couple new body products available now at Sephora. You have the St. Bart's Gentle Body Wash. You also have the body cream, and then you have Fleur coming out with their solar powered Adept Parfum. I know a lot of brands are going to be coming out with their like sunscreen-esque scents, and for me, I am good on those. I have one from Ellis Brooklyn. Yes, the one from Ellis Brooklyn and that I just talked about in my latest Fragrance Friday, but I also have I feel the OG from Tom Ford, and I didn't get as much use out of that last year as I thought. Lastly, I also have the Sol de Janeiro original Bum Bum Cream scent. So I don't need that. So that's an easy pass. As for the St. Bart's product from Way, I heard great things about the body scrub from this range. So if that was still available, I don't know if it is. I could definitely see me getting the body scrub. I've been genuinely enjoying body scrubs. It's been adding a nice routine to my shower routine and allowing my body to kind of slowly shut down in a time where typically it just doesn't. So I'm so thankful to have those. And we'll see about the other products. Those are quite expensive, and unless they're really bringing some unique scent notes that I don't already have from my Bath and Body Works or whatever have you, I probably won't pick up the body cream. The body wash I may pick up, who knows. Something that I'm actually very, very excited about. Oh, I didn't know this was already available, or I would have picked it up. So MAC has come out with bronzers. They have the Skinfinish Sunstruck matte bronzers. Apparently, they're also coming out with the shimmer finish as well. But I'm very intrigued. Looking at the swatches, these are, I believe, these are powder bronzers. And there looks to be at least 2 shades that potentially would be dark enough for me, and they look to have a yellow based undertone. So I need to go to a mall around my area tomorrow because I have to pick up something that I had pickup available at Nordstrom. Tomorrow is literally the last day because I've already extended it once. Anyways, I also need to return the products from like 2 months ago to Sephora. And right next to that Sephora is actually a MAC store. So if I remember, I want to really go into the store, swatch the products, see what's going to work for me, because I talked about this in the video where I did my makeup, but although I have bronzers that I adore and love for the color, for the finish, for the formula, I don't have one that gives me a yellow undertone. And that is something that I have found within a doubt, a shadow of a doubt, that is the color that I just love. It really brings out, I feel like, my natural beauty, my natural skin tone, my natural undertone. And if these truly have a yellow undertone, I think I'm going to pick one up. I will be talking about another bronzer range that I'm sure you guys are excited to hear my opinions about later on. And I'm considering picking up a bronzer in that range as well. Surely for the fact that it looks like there is a yellow based undertone in one of those bronzers as well. And I just truly think that that would like solidify my need for buying powder bronzers if I can get a yellow based bronzer with the formula that I love. So here's to hoping that those two products will work for me. Some things that I would actually recommend for you all, although I will not be picking them up, are these minis from About Face. I already have quite a few full sizes. I love the shades that I have from the full sizes. I love that these are actually genuinely opaque. They're blendable for me. I feel like I can actually apply powder eyeshadow on top as well. I have absolutely no problems with these products, so I would recommend. But because I already have either the shades that they're representing or similar shades, and I have quite a few cream shadows in general, I'm just going to skip on these. Something that is interesting is that Anna Sue is actually coming out with perfumes. It's been interesting. Quite a few makeup brands have been coming out with perfumes lately. There was that one independently owned brand that I actually wanted to pick them up because they were travel sizes, and I actually have room. I have room in my like travel size, like little holder for some more travel sizes. So I was actually interested to pick that up. I just forgot the name of the brand, and I just keep forgetting to look it up to pick it up. But that is something that I definitely would be picking up. But regardless, these are going to be 50 milliliter bottles, and it looks like they're all the same scent, but just different color variations. So the top notes are wild raspberry, cassis, and jaba tabaka. Then we have the heart notes of jasmine sambac and blue cinnamon. And then the base note is cotton candy, ambroxan, and driftwoods. I don't trust that I would enjoy this, but I hope that a YouTuber that I follow that does fragrance reviews picks this up and reviews it, because I am very interested to hear what they would say. Because, you know, like I said, it's just not for me. I can't, I mean, how much is it? Let's see. It's $77. I can't blind buy a $77 perfume when I'm truly trying to do better and put myself in a better position. But, you know, I can watch a YouTuber do it. And if they do comparisons on scents that I already have, even better. So Burberry is coming out with a new foundation, and this is their Beyond Wear Perfecting Matte Foundation. It's going to be coming out in 24 shades, $60. This is a buildable matte, or a buildable medium to full coverage natural matte finish, and it's actually available now. I know at one point when I would look on like TJ Maxx online, a lot of Burberry products were available. I don't know if the brand was just restructuring, redeveloping. I don't know what's going on, but I would love to hear from, you know, the YouTubers that got the money like that to be buying a $60 foundation, how they feel. Although I'm sure the Pat McGrath foundation is actually quite expensive, but I was solidified in that opinion of picking that up because I got it 40% off, and everybody loved it pretty much that had my skin type. Also, more things coming out from Ole Henriksen in their Banana Bright range. So this one is their Banana Bright Mineral SPF. So this is a mineral sunscreen that has vitamin C. It's enhanced with zinc oxide to protect your skin. It's supposed to also reduce the dark spots and skin damage. Of course, $35, 1.7 fluid ounce. It should be available already at the time of uploading this video on the Sephora app and Sephora page, so I will have it linked down below. This is not something that I need. I already know what sunscreen I'm picking up, and I think I've already opened it. Yeah, I've already opened it. So I'm very happy with my sunscreen. I do not wish to kind of hip hop around to any more because I really didn't like the other one that I picked up. And, you know, once you find it, sometimes it's just good to stick with what you find. Something that is actually very, very beautiful and intriguing is from Mika Beauty Shop, and they're collaborated with Martez Makeup. This is a beautiful color scheme. I mean, beautiful. It looks phenomenal, and if I didn't have as big of a collection as I did, I actually probably would pick this up. But I have so many eyeshadow palettes sitting waiting for me to review. I am in the middle of reviewing a whole bunch of others. I just don't have the time, nor do I really need to pick this up. But this is a beautiful palette. There are 2 multi-chromes, 4 duochromes, 8 mattes. It is about $62.43 USD, and you can use the code Martez Makeup for a discount as well. I think this is beautiful. Highly recommend at least getting your eyes on this. I've never tried the brand, but it looks beautiful, and congratulations to both of them. So Tarte has also released their Glow Tape highlighters. These are now available, I do believe, at Ulta, and I think they also have duos with the blush sticks as well. From what I heard, the blush sticks were just not kicking it, so that's probably why they're trying to combine them with the highlighters, trying to get their stock out of the warehouses. I was interested in the cream highlighters. I just haven't gotten around to it. If I see it in store at Ulta when I'm going one of these days for the 21 Days of Beauty or just in general, I will pick it up. But I'm not in a rush to pick up this cream highlighter. I have quite a few that I really enjoy. I should have done that in my video today. The cream highlighter from Merit Beauty is pretty much my favorite. There's some other really good ones, but that one is like superior, I must say. I need to remember to actually put that also in down below when I do that description box. But anyways, also the one thing that I feel like so many people are waiting to hear me talk about is the Pat McGrath bronzer collection. Now, I've heard some positives and some negatives for this collection, in the sense of people are really excited that Pat McGrath is coming out with bronzers. So am I. I am ecstatic that she is coming out with bronzers. Why? One, because I love her highlighters, I love her blushes, so I feel like she can do no wrong when it comes to cheek products, when it comes to a powder formulation. That said, this actual range is beautiful. They do seem to have a couple shades, in my opinion, that have like the perfect undertone for me. And I'm just very, very excited. I'm trying to look to see if Trendstopia 2 has a swatch picture, but I don't think she did a swatch picture. So let me go to Trim Mood. I think she posted a swatch picture of these, because I know there's like particularly one shade maybe that I will just put the swatch picture on the screen. There are like 1 or 2 shades that actually look like they have like a yellow based undertone. And so that's what I wanted to bring up. I think that I'm definitely going to go ahead and pick up that one. I don't think I'm going to run to pick it up from her website, although I've not had nearly as many issues as other people have when it comes to receiving products from the brand, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not going to try and jinx myself when it comes to that type of stuff. But I will say that I definitely want it, and I'm probably not going to wait for it to go on sale, which is new for me. I really want to try that product. The other products, I was here and there about, I didn't really need them. That's why I waited for them to be like 35% off, 40% off. And I'm sure I could wait for this product as well. And you know what? I think I am going to. I've talked myself out of purchasing it immediately, because if I buy that MAC one, it wouldn't make sense to really splurge for 2 really expensive bronzers that should be giving me the exact same thing. So I'm going to probably pick up the bronzer from MAC now, and I will wait for the Pat McGrath bronzers to go on sale later, and then I will go ahead and pick them up. But either way, I am definitely going to be getting them. It probably won't be in the like first mass, uploads when it comes to reviewing them, but do not get it twisted. I will be reviewing them. So e.l.f. Cosmetics is coming out with a Power Grip Slime. People are going up in arms about this. It's just not for me. I don't really do slime. No, so easy pass for me. Available in Europe, Essence has come out with a Ready for a Ride palette. This looks like ash. It looks like ash for me. Why? Because Essence in general just looks like ash for me on my skin tone. So easy pass. Rude Cosmetics is doing a collaboration with Mentos. Whole big collection, annoyingly big. Apparently their eyeshadow formula is very thin, so it's definitely not going to work on my skin tone. Everything else is just boring. You know, the puffs look cute, but you can definitely get those on Amazon, I'm sure, for cheaper. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass on that. Fenty Beauty is coming out with a hella thick volumizing mascara. I think this is fine. There's certain things from the brand that I truly enjoy, although long term I feel like very few of those things do I actually go back to repurchase or just kind of constantly pick up time and time again. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass on this. This is full size, but you know, maybe I can get a discount later on and maybe that's when I will. It looks like there is a new brand afoot, and this is Singe Beauty by Angelica Nyquist. If you guys didn't know, I am one of those people that I watch pretty much all of her videos. So I had a feeling this was what was coming because of her vlog channel. She was talking about how stressed she was and that this was the biggest kind of momentous thing that she could do in her career. And I'm like, well, you've already done collaborations, so it's gotta be a brand. And it was a brand. And it's interesting that she started off with brushes. I definitely think that that was a smart business move to do, and I think it makes perfect sense for her because I mean, who doesn't need brushes as a vehicle for the makeup? And it's not like brushes can expire. It's not like you throw brushes away after a certain point. So that's good. You'll definitely get a solid contention, and if those certain like shapes or sizes that people love, they will buy them again and again when she says eventually she will be coming out with the brush is coming out in singles. I think this is truly smart. I do intend to pick up the set mainly to support her, but also because I am always in need of brushes because I never wash my brushes. Absolutely never wash them. I need to wash them, but I never do. So I definitely will see me doing this. When I do it, it's just a matter of me being on the website and clicking buy. I tend to just forget to do that. So we'll see when that happens, but I definitely do want to support it. And as always, congratulations to her. Caladios is actually discontinuing now the rest of the palettes that they have available in their Futurism collection. There are, I think, pretty much 3 of the 4 that they are discontinuing I literally don't have in my collection. The only one that I was actually halfway interested in getting was the Sashimi City like nude one. I thought that one was beautiful, but I didn't think that until later on when kind of my makeup aesthetics have changed. That said, that's not going to bring any value to my collection. There's nothing new in that color scheme. So I'm going to go ahead and skip. But in the event that these were something that you were dying and like saving up for, I wanted to make sure you knew. Plus they actually are on sale as they are discontinuing them. So why not get them for a cheaper price? Makeup by Mario is coming out with his Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Color, but in like a tube. So he already had the like bullet version and now he has this version. Basically this version is supposed to be more opaque and shinier. I think that this could definitely add some value in anybody's collection. Could I pick up a shade or two? Absolutely. There looks to be like 2 warm-ish browns. The caramel and the spice, those both look delicious. Delicious and nutritious. Do I need them though? No. Could they end up in my Sephora VIB card? Absolutely. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I definitely think those 2 shades are beautiful and I could definitely see me trying this formula. I do enjoy the bullet lipstick formula, but that was my one critique. One, I bought a brown that didn't have that yellow undertone that I love, and he released the shade that I loved, and I think it's only available at his website, so that annoyed me. And then also the actual shade isn't opaque. It's very much a see-through formulation. Works for the days when I full on line my lips with my lip liner, but the days that I don't, it does tend to kind of leave a little bit to be desired. It's like Supergoop is coming out with some more products, and this time they're coming out with lip balms in 3 different shades. So this is coconut, strawberry, and mint. So I assume they have a shade associated with the like formulation and color. I think this is great. I love Supergoop. They are pretty much now going to be the only brand that I buy my sunscreen from. I absolutely love their Unseen sunscreen. Favorite. And I've tried like 3 or 4 from the brand. That is definitely my favorite. I could see me getting this in the future, maybe throwing it in a cart if I'm already making an order. Am I going to make an order just for this? Absolutely not. But I do tend to like buy lip products like this in a little bit of excess. That way I can keep them specifically in my purses, because I cannot stand when my lips are uber dry and I go into my purse and there's no lip product. I literally just had to like move a lip product from one purse to the next because the main one that I use didn't have a lip product in it. So that's kind of my background on why I would get this, because it would actually be worth it for me. Benefit has come out with a new packaging and I guess maybe even a new formulation for their goof proof brow powder. I don't use powders anymore. Honestly, it takes too much work and I'm not about it anymore. I think that a powder gives you a beautiful look, finish, all of that. But at this point, I'm very happy with my brow routine and I'm pretty much set with it. I'll probably just change out literally the brow pencils, but otherwise I'm pretty set with my routine and I'm sticking with it. Some ColourPop release. I think we only have one ColourPop release in this rotation, which I'm very proud of them for. And this one is a collaboration with The Legend of Korra. This goes hand in hand with their Avatar collection that they did last year. I think for me, this looks a little too similar to that one. I understand there's slight differences in nuances, but to me, a blue is a blue. Yes, there is slight nuances, but unless it is like a different undertone, like it's more of like a periwinkle instead of like a denim blue, to me, you just really, no. And that goes with browns, as I am currently in love with neutrals. So for me, it's going to be easy pass. And I'm unconvinced that their multi-chrome cream shadows are gonna work. I don't think it will, but you know, I'm kind of a hater when it comes to ColourPop, so take that with a grain of salt. Something I am interested in at least swatching. I don't know if I'm gonna make the plunge to pick it up, but I'm definitely intrigued to swatch it, is from Freck Beauty. This is their Face Hack Precision Sculpting Bronzer, and this is supposed to be a cream bronzing stick that sculpts, contours, and creates dimension and blendable blurring paint derived formula in 6 different shades. It is only $18, but the dark looks beautiful. It does look like it has a little bit more of a redder undertone than a yellow. And like I just said, I have my perfect cream bronzer. So do I need this? Absolutely not. But sometimes I enjoy trying new things. I do. I must admit. Glaminatrix Cosmetics is sneak peeking that they have a new palette that they are almost available. They're almost ready to showcase. And this is their Into the Night palette. I'm very intrigued. You guys know I love Glaminatrix Cosmetics. I pretty much buy all of their palettes. So this is pretty much a done deal for me, unless it's like an atrocious color scheme or something like that. I'm going to be picking it up one way or another. Ticia Cosmetics is coming out with some cream and powder duos. These look really, really pretty. I've wanted to try this brand for a minute because they had like shimmery blushes or something to that effect that looked beautiful years ago. I just never did. I think I might pick these up. These are coming available April 2nd. And the cream is on the bottom, the powder's on the top. This is intriguing. Let me know if you guys are interested. Let your girl know. So Have Magic is coming out with a little bit more neutral colors in their collection, which I think is smart. I mean, previously it was a very much artistic color scheme where if you were not interested in color at all, you really couldn't find anything that worked for you in their range. But now they're coming out with some more neutral tones. I think the 2 products are lip glosses, then you have some eye creams, and then you also have a new product, which is their glitter duck fairy dust for eyes, lips, and body. I think this is really, really cool. I love it. I need to get on their website and actually click the purchase button. Two other cream blushes that I want. I was actually debating if I was going to throw one of these in because these are already available. I've seen them. I haven't made the decision yet. I think that's why I stopped. And I also think that I was potentially ordering really late at night, and I'm trying not to do that anymore because sometimes you order things and you look at your order when you receive it and you're like, what is this? So either way, I am intrigued, but like I've said before, I have a lot of cream products and I do want to get through them before they expire, so we'll see how that goes. Adept Cosmetics is sneak peeking that they're coming out with another highlighter palette, and this one is the Katracel white highlighter palette. I'm very, very intrigued. And yeah, I will definitely let you guys know more about that when I see some more information. It looks like Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics is coming out with a Plush Blush Blurring Cheek Tint collection where they have some cheek products that you just apply on your cheeks. I'm very intrigued because we haven't heard anything, at least not from my knowledge, after Morphe filed bankruptcy, what's going on with like the brands under them. But yeah, the cheek products, they look good, but this also looks like digitally enhanced photos. These don't look like real swatches, so I'm not sure these are actually going to look like that on my skin tone. But my local Ulta actually has Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics in store, so I could see me shopping around to see if these are actually available in the physical store. Apparently these become available online at April 2nd, so maybe this won't be available for me to shop to. So maybe I'll just pick up one maybe in the future when I have the time and I'm already making an online order. It looks like quite a few brands are also coming out with some powders. This first one is coming out from Lawless, and this is their Smooth Skin Talc-Free Perfecting Powder. This is ultra light pressed multi-use powder, medium coverage, provides smoothness, softening effect, blah blah blah. 7 different shades, $39, and there is a poof underneath. This looks like it could be pretty much, I guess, in their head, anything. So you could use it as a powder foundation, as a finishing powder, maybe even as a bronzer, depending on the tone in your skin tone. I'm not loving the shade range. I don't think I could get use out of any of those darker shades. So this is going to be a pass from me personally. And then the other powder that I have pinned is actually coming from Laura Mercier. And this is their Real Flawless Luminous Perfecting Pressed Powder. And this is clearly designated as a finishing powder that enhances the look of the skin, giving a more makeup, natural, luminous finish. This is available April 1st on Sephora's website. It looks like there's only 4 shades, and these 4 shades just leave a lot to be desired. So once again, I think I'm going to easily pass on that. If you're not going to support me, I'm not going to support you. Nomad Cosmetics is coming out with another new palette that I know you guys have seen on your timeline if you have similar subscription feeds to me. This is the Royal Europe palette. So this palette has 10 mattes and 5 multi-chromes. And I think a lot of the YouTubers that picked this up or received this in PR are really excited because of the multi-chrome aspect of this particular palette. And although I'm excited to see the brand kind of start to really add different textures and different varieties in their palettes, I just don't think this is for me. It looks like a basic color scheme. This color scheme is just really not speaking to me. And for that reason, I'm just going to go ahead and pass. Like I said, I'm very excited that they're coming out with multi-chromes now, but I just need something more for me to make a purchase, especially in my mindset. Like I said, I'm really, really trying my best to save a little bit more and just to prepare for things to come in the future. So it looks like Lush is doing a collaboration with Super Mario Brothers. I don't talk a lot about Lush, but you know, this came across my timeline, so I figured why not. They have some shower gels. They have some, let's see, some soaps, some jellies, some blocks, whatever those are. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I think this is cool. They even have a body spray as well for Princess Peach. I think this is all cool. Is this anything that I'm going to be picking up? No, I don't need any of this. I have my one product from Lush that I really enjoy. I probably get a couple more things from that range if we're being honest, but I don't need them right now. I'm perfectly content with what I have. Rare Beauty is coming out with some more lip products, and these are tinted lip oils. I'm very excited for these. So I enjoy the lip cream that I have from the brand. It is very much like a creamy finish, there's literally no drying in my opinion. And the formula, it's just a beautiful formula. So I'm very excited to see what they would come of their lip oils. I literally, sadly, just finished my Lunar Beauty lip oil. So I've been trying to kind of suffice with other lip products when I need some moisturization for my lips and, you know, for waking up and going to bed. But it's truly just not the same. And if I could justify trying another product that will eventually go into a purse, because there's always a new purse. And potentially before it gets there, it sits in my bedside area, which I currently have the Evil Kyali Icy Lip Balm. And then I also have my Tower 28 jelly in the shade Chill, which is like their clear lip gloss. So those are the two products I have over there, which they're fine, but they ain't no beautiful, beautiful lip oil. You feel me? So I would love to try this and see if it works and if it kind of gives me the effects of the Lunar Beauty. American Eagle is also collaborating with e.l.f. First of all, why do I see somebody's booty cheeks? I don't want to see nobody's cheeks. And then the worst part is the product is literally get cheeky. This is not for me. I get it. Cool. It's cute. I mean, I'm sure it's bringing some attention to the brand but no ma'am, no Pam, easy pass. So I'm almost done. Two more products that I want to talk about. Tom Ford is coming out with yet another kind of sun inspired perfume for this year. And this time it is Soleil de Feu. I don't know. I have the Soleil de Parfum, I think. It's just the basic one, but I think this is more of a flanker. Yeah, I have Soleil Blanc. That's what I have. And so this is a part of their flanker range. And so this one is supposed to be tuberose, sandalwood, benzoin, and amber. I will admit that is a beautiful concoction from the sound of things. Honestly, this whole range is just very, very pretty. And I've been wanting to try some others, but I can't justify it because I already have one in the range. And I try, if at all possible, to only pick up one product in a flanker range. So I'm stuck with like the original. But yeah, I think I'm going to pass on this at least until maybe next year or so. And maybe I'll come back to this range and pick up one that I feel is really, really helpful. The last thing I want to talk about is yet another collaboration between Dose of Colors and R. Fanzinoli. This is somebody that I think used to be very popular on Instagram. I don't know. I don't actually use Instagram as much as I used to. So she could fairly well still be popular, but regardless, she does a lot of like lip content and she does a lot of like layering connections. So it makes perfect sense that she has this collaboration with Dose of Colors where she quite literally is layering products to create like the perfect lip. I think it looks really, really cool. I don't think these will work for my skin tone. So I'm going to go ahead and pass, but congratulations to her. Congratulations to Dose of Colors. Good things there. So for me, I think it's going to be a pretty easy next couple of weeks. Really, it's just that MAC bronzer that I'm very interested in. I'm also very interested in the Pat McGrath bronzer, but like I said, I'm going to wait for a sale, which, let's face it, next month, I'm sure there'll be a sale. I'm just waiting for 40% off to pick up a couple things that I was interested in. But yeah, I don't think there's much else that I am really interested in trying or reviewing for you all. I'm just really trying, the Jordana stuff and the Glaminatrix. Those are two others that I really want as well. So there are a couple of things here and there, but mainly this whole products that I talked about today just aren't for me, and I'm very happy with that. I'm very content with that as well. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this very long video. If you liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you aren't already subscribed, I would love it if you would join the family. I'm slowly growing and I can't wait to see how far I can go. And yeah, of course, always give me a comment down below if there's a product that you really want to see me review. If you've purchased the product and you want to give me a review, I look forward to hearing from you all. But with that said, I will see you guys in my next video, which will be Wednesday. Bye, guys.